Hey!
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Scooby. Oh, shit.
Welcome to the first episode of
The podkASSt.
This is the first podcast at Burning Man.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's ever done a podcast from Burning Man before.
Nope, never.
I think the cart is starting.
I dropped a sick track just now, dude. Whoa! Ready?
Wait.
1. Oh, whoa. Why is it? How do I not?
All right, wait, hold on. I was doing the start of the...
Oh, it blew an O. That's cute.
I was doing the start of the cart because we're on one of the carts for the thing. Okay, so ready? Okay, we're starting up. Are you ready to drop a sick
1,
fucking
2, 3. All right, but anyways,
welcome to Burning Man.
welcome.
First episode.
Oh, here's. It's like that's a sick track. That's the fire alarm. Oh.
Shit.
All right. So have you ever been to Burning Man?
No, but you know what? Out of all the festivals, I think I would enjoy Burning Man the most because it feels like it's the most laid back. Like Coachella has.
Wait.
No. Hear me out. By laid back, I mean unstructured.
Oh, like you just go.
You can
hard.
just fucking do whatever you want. Like you can walk around. You can. It's not like Coachella's. To me, Coachella's like very caged in.
Yeah, like you have to do things.
And you have to pay to actually have a place to like go relax.
Yeah.
Where Burning Man you pay too, but it's kind of like you're in the desert. Like it's no man's land. You can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, no. Actually, the more I think about it. Oh, sorry. I dropped this sick track just now.
Stop making the noise.
But now that I think about it now, yeah, because that you go without an agenda.
Yeah.
With Coachella, it's like, I'm gonna do this. I have to take these pictures. But with Burning Man, I was gonna go this year, but you know,
Would have been so fucking cool.
it would have been. I would have had so many cool stories. Do you have any cool like drug rave stories?
So I don't go to raves really that often, though I would like to go more. And I got super into the clubbing scene in New York within like the past year, just being back in New York and stuff. So like going to Nowadays if there's like cool DJs and stuff. But I don't go to raves often. Where I hope we can go in the future.
Oh yeah.
Once you're allowed to be around more than
I will
people.
drag you to the raunchiest.
You don't gotta drag. I will go.
Underground gutter dubstep rave.
I'll just go. But in terms of like drug stories, I mean, I did shrooms, but not at like a rave or a party or anything. I did them with like a group of friends. What were you gonna say?
On a pizza. Hey, I got mushrooms on a pizza.
Hey.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mushrooms on a pizza. Hey. Mushrooms on a pizza. Hey.
I'm talking about drugs, Christian.
All right.
I'm talking about the psychedelic,
All right.
hallucinogenic
All right.
shrooms.
All right.
And for the sake of law, I never.
This looks ridiculous.
I wonder if the camera's even picking
I
it up.
hope it's picking it up.
It's very smoky in this room.
It's intense.
And we should say, legally, we've never done drugs.
I don't know this man.
I don't know this man.
I have no idea who this man is.
I don't know who that
Anyways,
is.
hypothetically,
if
you were to do drugs and you were to hypothetically come up with a hypothetical story, hypothetically, what would happen in a cool one?
Yeah, I did shrooms with a group of friends.
Hypothetically,
I did shrooms with a group of friends.
Allegedly.
You can't prove shit. They were my roommates at the time, and they were all European and super chill and laid back. And we went up to, where'd we go? New Hampshire, hypothetically. And
Hypothetically.
it was so chill. We were on a lake. We were staying at like a family house that they had. Just us, cooking meals together, going to the lake and like these rivers and stuff.
That sounds like a fucking hot dog of a time.
It was a hot dog of a time. And we did shrooms at night and outside, so peaceful. I didn't even feel like I was high until I looked up, and I looked up and the stars. You could see like every star, and I was like, "This is beautiful." And then I was like, "Whoa, all the stars are connecting." Like light was pinging off each star, like connect the dots,
like a conspiracy theory with all the pictures on the wall with the yarn.
Yes, exactly like that. And I was like, stars don't normally do that, do they? And I was like, wow, I'm quite high. But it was so
quite high.
Chill, and we just like were laughing and smoking. We went skinny dipping in the lake. It was truly like a European experience.
Yeah.
It was very like do whatever you want. Like, who cares? We're so free-spirited. Like, let's go in the lake. And I was like, yeah, let's go in the lake. Skinny dipping. But no, it was a blast. I mean, I've done shrooms other times, but like, that
sounds like textbook, have a good time.
It was very much like, I had a nice time doing that drug.
That sounds like you had like what everyone thinks is like when someone talks about like doing drugs and having a good time, it's that. It's like, oh, we're out in nature.
Yeah. And then time. But truly, like, we went skinny dipping. Like, that's what everybody thinks is gonna happen.
And then like just some like 90s pop rock starts playing.
Absolutely. Oh no, it was oh God. Every day is a winding road. I get a little bit closer. Like, it was just truly like vibe.
Two-door cinema club.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, yeah, two-door cinema club was the vibe.
Did you see that trend where people were doing like to people's like nipples?
No.
On TikTok? That two-door cinema club song?
Oh yes. That's the song. Yeah. But no, so yeah, I feel like I've never had like a wild drug experience that was like crazy
like
town.
Fucking the stuff that like you hear, oh, this was like, I saw the devil.
Well, no, yeah, like bad trip, no, but also just like I was never out in public, like at a concert or like a rave or something where some crazy shit happened and I like freaked out or something, which thankfully that didn't happen because I feel like I would never do that drug again.
That's like the thing. Well, I've had one that was like the one that I can think of that I think was like I have a lot of good ones.
Well, you also go to a lot of raves.
Yeah, I used to go to like a couple a month, you know?
And I feel like the drug of choice at raves is Molly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like allegedly, hypothetically, I don't do Molly anymore. Or like I don't do like MDMA at all really because I don't feel it anymore. It's like when you get older and hangovers are now a problem.
Oh, for real.
The afterglow and the post roll is just like I hate it.
Yeah, I feel like shit.
It's horrible. So then, for me, but before I used to, and like this is the story that really, like, it's not even necessarily I'm on anything.
Oh boy.
This is just the story that kind of scared me into, I felt my freedom like almost get taken away.
Were you gonna say mortality? Do you almost die?
Yeah, no. It was like it was my mortality in a sense of being free.
Okay.
But,
oh boy, kids, strap in.
It's EDC 2018. I'm in Vegas with some friends. Jesus Christ, where are?
I thought you wanted to smoke.
Oh my God.
We're at EDC.
We're at EDC. Ooh. We're gonna use this more.
Yeah, this is gonna be in every ep.
This could be like we're hotboxing a car, the mystery machine. But no.
What's up, Scoob?
Shaggy?
Scooby.
Roro.
Let's have some. I can't do a Shaggy voice.
Roro.
Roro.
And we're both Scooby.
Scooby Doo, but there's two. Wow.
Scooby.
Hold on, let me get into it.
Scooby. Scooby. Scooby Dooby Doo.
I can't.
Yo, this smoke is doing something to
I'm high.
Allegedly on drugs now? Who knows?
Who knows?
Nah, but so EDC 2018, so what happened was there were a lot of things, a lot of ingestibles in my room.
Yes.
And out in the open because it's EDC and everyone's coming in and out of the hotel room. We have a bunch of friends that are coming in and out and stuff. And so there's just a bunch of stuff laid out. There's just a bunch of like things everywhere because it's rave week. We're not even going to try and hide it.
Yeah.
We put the do not disturb sign on the door because we didn't want them to come in.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, we'll just never have someone come in so that we never have to deal with hiding stuff.
So your place was really messy and you had drugs everywhere.
We were having parties every day leading up to the festival, just ingestibles allegedly everywhere. And then my friends, like the first day of EDC, they were gonna like go early because they have the shuttle pass. So they were like, we're gonna leave with the shuttle. We're gonna get there at 4. I'm like, dude,
jeez, 4 a.m.
4 p.m.
Oh, I was like,
but it's like it doesn't really start till like 10 because it ends at like 6. It ends at like in the morning.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So then my friends were like gonna go early, and I was like, I'm just gonna get some more sleep because I'm hungover. So I'm like, I'm gonna get some more sleep so I can go later with my other friends who have a car, and they're gonna go at 9 at an appropriate time. So then I took a nap. Like they left. I remember they left, but everything's still out because I'm like, no one's gonna come in. I wake up to a banging on the door.
Oh no.
I wake up I just like was hungover and I woke up to a banging on the door and I was about to like not answer. It's probably room service. It just keeps getting louder and they're banging. And I'm like, maybe it's my friends that forgot something? No, they have the keys. And then the door opens. I hear the door.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, the first thing I think of is, it's them.
Opening the door,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
And then the first person I see is a big, like, just a really big Samoan guy, maybe.
Okay.
Just full tattoos on his arms and a rifle.
Oh,
strapped on his
no.
chest. And like a rifle and full gear. Like full gear.
Wait, like riot gear? Like he's a police
No,
officer?
like he's a police officer with a vest.
Oh, word.
And stuff. But he had a rifle on him. He had all the stuff. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, my first thought is, oh, my God, I have to, like, hide everything. But he's already in the room.
Right.
So the setting is, I'm in bed. The bed's in the corner of the room. And all the ingestibles and all the alleged stuff is on the exact opposite side of the room, all laid out on the table. Like, organized into baggies and cut up and
Like, clearly it looks like drugs.
It looks like a fucking organization. It looks like I'm doing a math problem.
You couldn't...
It's like, Timmy had 5 bags of this and 6 grams.
You couldn't be like, this is our lunch. Like, there's no way.
There's no way I was
Okay.
getting away from it. And then on the nightstand, there was stuff too. And I'm just like, and it's not stuff, it's cut up and laid out. And I'm like, I'm gonna die.
You may as well have had like a big mirror on a table with lines of cocaine, like
Dude,
right there.
It was pretty much that. It was a plate.
God. Oh my God.
It was, so I was genuinely thinking, okay, I have to find a way to talk myself out of this. But he walks in, preceding him, another guy with a rifle, and then a lady with a clipboard.
Okay.
But she had a vest too, and I was like, oh my God, this is a raid. I'm getting set up. Like, there's no way this is just
A random, yeah.
And first, they don't even acknowledge me. They walk through, they go to the bathroom, and then they go to the balcony, and like, he walks by the desk. I'm like, oh, he saw everything. He definitely saw all this. He saw my math problem. Timmy had 12 bags of this.
He saw me doing
sells
long
5.
division.
Yeah, he sells. They're all like, it's because they're all laid out with people's initials.
Oh my God.
So then I'm like, I'm going to jail. I'm just going to go to jail.
And you're the only one there.
I'm the only one there. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to jail. And genuinely what crossed my mind was like, whoa, I'm just going to not snitch. You know?
Of course.
First thing that came to mind was like,
they're like, who are these initials? You're like, I don't know.
I'm like, I'm just going to not say anything.
I don't know whose initials. Those aren't initials. That's a math problem.
That was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, my friends' names are on the hotel room and be like, oh, don't worry about that.
You're like, this is math.
They didn't know about this.
I did this for
Yeah,
them.
my friend booked the hotel for me.
Yeah.
I instantly thought it was like, I'm just not going to snitch. I don't know why that came to mind, but I thought about my friends first.
Yeah, because you don't tell the cops anything, kids.
No, yeah, I thought
Never
about my...
tell the cops anything.
I thought about my friends first, and I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta, like, make sure that... I was thinking, like, do I have messages that are revealing that they could subpoena?
On your phone?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that's so scary.
I instantly thought of, like, oh, do I have any names? Do we have any...
Jeez.
But then, after they search the place, I stand up, or I didn't stand up, I sit down on the edge of my bed, and I look at the cops, and I don't even say anything. I just look at them, and I remember I like shrug. And then the cop with the clipboard looks at me and goes, how long were you guys here? And I was like, I don't know, like 4 days. And they're like, okay, so you know why we're here, right? And I'm like, no. No, I don't know.
Tell me.
So she goes, so we have a new rule now in hotels. Are you guys from out of town? I was like, yes. It's like, you guys from, okay, well, there's a new rule in Vegas now. Like, if you leave the do not disturb sign on the door longer than 3 days and no one comes in to check your room, we are legally obliged to check your room for weapons and dead bodies. Because of the, you know, the Mandalay Bay shooting?
No.
You remember the Mandalay Bay shooting with the guy in the hotel that shot at the the country concert?
Yeah.
So
of
they
course.
have
Las Vegas. Yeah, of
Vegas.
course.
So they have restrictions now to where it's like, if no one goes in and
fuck.
checks in on you,
I mean, that makes sense.
it's like weapons and ODing.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I thought.
It's
Yeah.
also rave week, so they know stuff's going on.
Well, I also think in Vegas, you know, people drink a lot and
People are
like
gonna
they're
do
gambling,
stuff.
they're
And
partying.
It's like they have better things to worry about than arresting someone for having stuff on them.
True.
You know? So, like, yeah, she's like, yeah, we just had to check up on you guys. How many of you are there? And I was gonna lie and be like, it's just me, but there's so many
Yeah,
baggages.
obviously.
I'm like, oh, there's like 4 of us. And then she's like, oh, where are they at? I'm like, oh, they went to the festival early. I had a whole, I don't have a shuttle pass, so I stayed. And then she was like, okay, well, make sure you tell them that when they get back that you guys have to like make sure that a maid or some room service comes in because
Yeah.
they can check your room as like check.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, and she was like, yeah, just make sure in 3 days if you stay longer, you have to do that again or we're going to have to come back. I'm like, oh, okay. And then they left. And then they just left without asking about any of the math.
Hell yeah.
No math problems on the thing. But yeah, they left and they were like, I never heard from them again. And then,
But that makes so much, because if they're going to catch people for possession, it's going to be when they're out. Like, they're not going to come
Yeah.
check every hotel room.
because
to
then
see
everyone's
what
getting
drug-
busted.
Yeah, and then the hotel's losing business.
The hotel's
They're
losing
wasting
business.
time,
the
honestly.
station's going to be packed.
And also, people aren't going to go to those hotels and stay if that's what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Oh, that's true.
It makes a lot of sense. They make so much money
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
that
they-
weekend.
They didn't care, dude. And I was genuinely like scared. I genuinely thought of how am I going to explain this to my family? Like I was at the point of like,
course.
man, I got to tell my subscribers I'm not uploading for a while. You know?
Guys, I'm in jail.
Yeah, no. I was like, because like, they took so long to search that I was even at the point where I was like, man, when I come back, it's going to be a wild story. You know, like.
Because I'm sure in your mind, you're like, oh, they're counting every single thing that they're finding.
Yeah,
like they're
because-
just checking it off the list.
But like in retrospect, they didn't even really look at the drugs.
or you.
Or me.
they were just like, all right, guy
they
in the
just
corner.
like they went to like the bathroom. They were like looking behind the
They're
curtains.
looking for dead bodies. I mean,
And they looked in our luggages.
oh wow.
Yeah, for like weapons.
Weapons. Yeah. No. Wow.
Yeah, and but that, and then I instantly hit everything and left because I was like, I just need to leave that room just in case I was getting like sting operation where they're waiting for me outside. I don't know.
Yeah, like to come back. Or
Yeah,
like,
I was like, you know, I'm still kind of in shock. I had my adrenaline was running because I was like, I felt my heart beat, and I was like, escape the cops mode,
yeah, for sure.
you know. And then, so I like take an Uber to my friend's hotel, and I tell them the whole story, and they're like, holy shit! And instantly they take the sign down from their door because they're like, oh, we got to make sure that doesn't happen to us because
Also-
they might not be as friendly as your guys.
They should like post that rule. Like maybe they did. Maybe it
You
was in
can
the
look
fine
it up. It's
print.
in the it's
of the
I'm sure
hotel.
it's in the terms now.
Yeah.
But I
Who
had
reads
no
that?
idea.
Who
yeah.
reads that?
And
Damn.
that was my that was like that was like the only time with like drugs and stuff that I ever like felt scared for my safety or for my like, you know, my freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have been pissing my pants. Like,
Dude, I fly through TSA with a bunch of crap on me all the time.
never think twice.
And I don't even think about it, but that was the only time that I was like, oh.
I mean, fucking cops walk in with guns on that, like visible, you know, like a rifle.
Dude, it was intimidating. I
like,
was
no,
like,
yeah, no
oh
thanks.
my God.
That's not time to joke around or make conversation. That's like, yeah.
Yeah. And that was the first day of EDC too, so I was like, damn, I'm not gonna get to see my
Not gonna see my-
favorite artist.
I'm gonna miss my favorite artist.
The cops can't find me, but where can we find you?
Ayo! You can find me on Twitter at SoccerMomSid. You can find me on Instagram at Sydney Gale and Twitch at Sydney Gale. Christian, the cops can't find you, but if they wanted to find your socials,
Allegedly, hypothetically.
allegedly, where would you
can
be?
find me on Instagram at ChristianBUI and Twitter at JK_Wiling. And my friends call me Christian. But you can call me later.
And
Bottoms
up. And the devil
laughs.
laughs.
Go, go.